There you are. All right, it's 1 o'clock. I'm going to call this meeting to order, and I confirm we do have quorum. And Councillor Armour is going to read the land acknowledgement statement.
Yeah, thank you, Chair Stone. I would like to respectfully acknowledge that we are on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe under the terms of the Robertson-Huron Treaty number 61 of 1850 and the Williams Treaties of 1923. We commit to acknowledge, learn, educate, create opportunity, honor sacred places, and take actions towards real truth and reconciliation in support of our commitment to walk in the path together in respect, peace, and harmony for future generations.
Thanks very much. All right. I have a motion. Moved by Dan Armour, seconded by Dion Schumacher. Be it resolved that the Licensing Committee meeting agenda dated Thursday, March 3rd, 2022 be adopted as printed and circulated. All in favor? And that's carried. I will ask if there's any disclosures of pecuniary interest. Seeing none. All right. Oh, the minutes from the September 8th Licensing Committee are attached to the agenda for information for anybody who's looking for that. All right. I'd like to welcome everyone to the meeting to consider appeal applications to the short-term rental accommodations under the short-term rental accommodation bylaw. The input received by applicants and staff is important in order for the committee to make sound planning decisions. Licensing decisions, sorry, I'm used to planning. The procedure to be followed in this meeting will be as follows. A brief explanation of the application and any correspondence received to date will be given by staff. The applicant or their representative will be asked to provide any additional comments without repeating the information already outlined by staff. Please note that presentations are limited to 10 minutes. Once the presentations are concluded, the input received will be considered by the committee in closed session prior to making a decision on the appeal. The decision of the committee and brief reasons for the decision will then be presented and voted on in public. License appeal decisions of the committee are final and will be provided to the applicant and made public after the meeting. And before we move to the first application, I just want to note that the APN MO 051 Stevenson Road 1 East application has been withdrawn. So we only have the 4 other applications here. All right, so I'll call on staff to present this appeal to us.
Good afternoon, Chair Stone and committee members. As you are aware, in 2020, staff took a more proactive approach in enforcing the STR bylaw by way of hiring a third-party property information provider to source STRs which were not licensed under our current program. This led to administrative penalties being sent out to the property owners that were advertising without a license. By way of this program, it is the right of the recipient to apply for an appeal under the Municipal Act. Therefore, we are here today to discuss those appeals. With respect to our first application, 1071 Harp Lake Road, I wanted to make committee aware of the following. The property was listed in August 2021. One documented stay was noted. An administrative penalty was sent out January 12th, 2022. No additional correspondence were received by the appellant at the time of the appeal application. With that, I am here for any questions.
Perfect, thank you. I'll call on the applicant or the representative to make any comments.
The applicant or their representative are asked to use the raise hand button located on the bottom of your screen to indicate that they would like to address committee. And Chair Stone, I don't see any hands raised.
All right. Then at this time, I will suggest that committee go into closed session, and I have a motion for that, to discuss this particular application. So the motion is moved by Dion Schumacher, seconded by Dan Armour. Be it resolved that the next portion of the meeting be closed to the public, commencing now at 1:05 p.m. for the purpose of considering the following matter pertaining to the following section under the Municipal Act 2001, Section 239(2), which is a matter in respect of which committee may hold a closed meeting under another act, the short-term rental appeal, APN MO 066 at 1071 Harp Lake Road. All in favor? All right. So we are off to closed session. Any members of the public watching, hang on, we'll be right back. And committee members, you have the other link.
Keep going to this one. Mine doesn't go to closed session. Need this. pardon the interruption. Hillary, I'm going to try and bring you into the meeting because I do believe that this is your application. So you just have to accept the invitation I just sent you. Hillary, would you like to speak to your application? Okay, I'm going to leave it at this time. Thank you.
All right. Can I ask Crystal to bring the motion up? All right. Moved by Dion Schumacher, seconded by Dan Armour. Be it resolved that the committee upholds staff decision APN MO 066 at 1071 Harp Lake Road with reasons to follow within 15 days. All in favor? And that's carried. All right. We are moving on to the second application, 45 Sydney Trail.
Thank you, Chair Stone. With respect to 45 Sydney Trail, I wanted to make committee aware of the following. It was listed in September 2018. The ad was removed and reposted several times over 2021. The administrative penalty was sent out January 12th, 2022. Correspondence was received from the owner acknowledging the removal and repost of the property over 2021 and notes that due to COVID restrictions was unable to rent the property on a continual basis. This ad is currently removed and noted as inactive. And with that, if you have any further questions, I'd be happy to share.
Thanks very much. I'll call on the applicant or representative if they would like to make any comments.
The applicant or their representative are asked to use the raise hand button to indicate that they would like to address committee. And Chair Stone, I don't see any hands raised.
All right, committee members, do you have any questions or comments? Or would you like to go into closed session, or are you content with the same process as former? Councillor Armour?
I'm content with the motion we just passed for this one also.
All right, then I'll ask the secretary to put up the motion.
Sorry, Chair Stone, I'll just be one moment. I just have to change it up.
Perfect. Here we go. Moved by Dan Armour, seconded by Dion Schumacher. Be it resolved that committee upholds staff decision APN MO 028 at 45 Sydney Trail with reasons to follow to the applicant within 15 days. All in favor? And that's carried. All right, moving on to the third application at 111 Hutchison Beach Road.
Thank you, Chair Stone. With respect to 111 Hutchison Beach Road, I wanted to make committee aware of the following. The property was listed August 2021. Multiple documented stays have occurred, some in 2022. The administrative penalty was sent out January 12th, 2022. An STR application has been received. Correspondence received from the owner notes that due to working out of the country, they were unaware of the STR program. In addition to, due to family circumstances, the AMP penalty would cause financial hardship for the family. The ad is currently active under our system. With that, if you have any questions, happy to answer.
Thanks very much. I'll call on the applicant or representative to make any comments.
The applicant or the representative are asked to use the raise hand button to indicate that they would like to address committee. And Chair Stone, I don't see any hands raised.
Thank you very much. Committee members, any comments or questions? Are you happy with the same resolution as the previous ones, or would you like to discuss further?
I'm okay with previous.
All right. Thank you. Then Crystal, can I have you bring up the motion? Moved by Dion Schumacher, seconded by Dan Armour. Be it resolved that the committee upholds staff decision APN MO 017 at 111 Hutchison Beach Road with reasons to follow within 15 days. All in favor? And that's carried. All right, moving right along, our final application at 3127 Old Muskoka Road.
Thank you, Chair Stone. With respect to 3127 Old Muskoka Road, I wanted to make committee aware of the following. It was listed January 2021. The administrative penalty was sent out January 12th, 2022. The post was removed January 18th, 2022. No STR application had been received. No additional correspondence was received from the appellant. And if you have any questions, happy to answer.
All right, thank you. Then I will call on the applicant or representative to speak to this application.
The applicant or their representative are reminded to use the raise button to indicate that they would like to address committee. And Chair Stone, I don't see any hands raised.
All right, thank you very much. Committee, any comments or questions about this one? Or shall we follow the same path we have? All right. Crystal, can you bring up the motion, please? All right, moved by Dan Armour, seconded by Dion Schumacher. Be it resolved that the committee upholds decision APN MO 049 at 3127 Old Muskoka Road with reasons to follow within 15 days. All in favor? And that's carried. All right. And that is the end of the applications. I thank you for your time. Did committee have anything to add before we go? All right. Then I have a motion moved by Dion Schumacher, seconded by Dan Armour. Be it resolved that we do now adjourn at 1:37 p.m. All in favor? Wonderful. Thank you both and staff. And